The night before I had to report to prison, my husband and I stayed in a hotel. We had driven 14 hours from Utah to Dublin, California, and I had to be at the prison the next morning. I think it was around 11 o'clock. So we got up and we went to breakfast. And I remember sitting there and my husband just looking at me, and he just started to cry. And I said, I feel so anxious, Chad. I just need to go. I just need to go. And I went an hour early and had him drop me off. It was very unceremonious when I got there. They just said, all right, let's go. And then they took me in and I gave him a hug and he was gone. They strip searched me and took me to a bunk. And I remember as soon as I got to the bunk thinking, why didn't I spend that last hour? Like, why did I waste my time? Because I could feel immediately when I got into prison, it was like this cinder block world. And I knew my life was never going to be the same. How could I have gone early? It just seemed crazy to me that I had that hour seemed so valuable. I was brokenhearted, devastated. In fact, people ask, was I scared? No. Scared would have been a level up. I was so devastated and brokenhearted, I couldn't even imagine how I was going to survive a week, let alone years. And I remember they had me in like this orientation area, and I had a bunkie that kept saying, you have to leave. You have to go to get some food or something. And she'd try to bring me apples to eat because I just was so brokenhearted. After 3 days, I walked out to the day room and I sat at a table next to a girl that I don't even know her name. She went by Bubbles, and I was crying so hard I just kept going. And sweet little Bubbles would look over to me about every 15 minutes and she'd say, it's okay, baby. You'll be okay. Just keep breathing. The pain will go away. And then she'd look at the TV. I couldn't imagine how I was going to survive, but what I knew was that these women had been through what I was going through and that they had survived. And that's how I found the strength to keep going, was through the support of the other women. And sometimes things just take time.